Alright, halfway house. Been a while. We got this fine automobile. 73 Dart. Slant 6, 3 on the tree. We actually got it running. Bought a battery for it. I had a bunch of parts laying around, so we swapped some of that shit out. Had a new coil, new plugs, new filter, some shit like that laying around, so we just threw that shit on there. And I had a huge, you can see the remnants of an old mud dauber mansion. So I pulled the carb off, and inside was actually pretty clean, but I seriously just sprayed it out and put it back together and crossed my fingers, and it won't idle. I assume the idle circuit is clogged, but crank it up to 1200 or so, it fucking runs great. Actually sounds really strong. But yeah, so we got that done. Got all the seats back in. I got it cleaned up. Got the, I don't know if you see the, well, we stole the cranks off, I think my 67 Dart. These kick panels were in the trunk. Got that kick panel on. The seat's actually bolted down now. I had to put a new ignition switch in it because my buddy lost the keys. Not too bad, actually. I think next step is probably to clean up this wiring and then actually rebuild the carburetor. So yeah, made some progress. Actually seems to run pretty good. So once we get all that put back together, we'll do the brakes. What else? Yeah, headlight for it. This thing was so many different colors of flat gray and black and primer that I was like, dude, spray paint it if you want, I'll help you. So started painting it, and with the cheapest, well, I guess I should say the best, $1 Dollar General spray paint you can buy, but we ran out. But it looks better than it did. I guess that's all for this turd. This thing, 79 Vette. Got the Q-Jet rebuilt. It was actually really clean inside. So hopefully get that thing back together probably next week. I did the tanks down there. Did have to chop the exhaust off to get the tank out. Not as bad as I thought, so that wasn't too big of a deal. Had the nastiest fuel I've ever seen in there. It looked like orange Gatorade. What else? Where's the... Got a new fuel pump for it. This thing ran not too long ago, and then it ran off some Chem Tool B12. And then they had the accelerator pump pivot was all rigged up, so they had a staple in there instead of the actual roll pin. So fixed that, and the accelerator pump was stuck, and so that's when I was like, fuck it, we need to take it apart and build it. But this thing was running and driving not too long ago, so I got pretty good hopes for this thing. Yeah, so that's what's going on here. This is actually, as you can tell, not the halfway house, but this is my girlfriend's place. She got this huge carport, so like, screw it. She's also got a garage. We got a pool table and shit in there. She needs to put her jet ski back in there. Anyway, this is the progress we've made on this thing. Definitely needs brakes. That master cylinder is completely gunked up. Needs tires, obviously, so guess we'll go through that carburetor, tires, brakes, and then go for a test drive. So hopefully in the next month or two, this thing will be on the road. And so I bought this for Carrie's 13-year-old son, because she bought her 14-year-old daughter. Well, she was 13 at the time. She bought her that. So I was like, well, then I'll buy him something. And he's actually getting into it. I made her daughter do all the work on that, and he's done all the work on this. So he's actually digging it. So maybe he'll get into cars. And I told him, like, dude, you can make a lot of money, especially if you start that young. So that's the goal. Get him a hobby instead of being on his phone all day, and teach him some skills. Actually, he helped me with both these. Oh shit, where's the other one? This is the big one we built. We built a small one, and he actually did everything but the welding on the small one. He helped me with this one, but we built one about I guess 2/3 this size, maybe half this size. Yeah, and I made him lay out all the stars, and he drilled all the holes and everything. And I think we did do it 2/3 because it's the exact same scale, and I made him do all the math to scale it down and everything. And he plasmaed, I think he plasmaed all of the small one. I almost plasmaed my finger off too in the process, but anyway, so he's learning. I actually got him a welder and shit, and gave him my grinder and a bunch of shit, so he can start welding shit. Anyway, there's a beater dart and Vette. Yeah, everyone's like, "Man, don't get her a Vette for her first car." I'm like, well, we already got it, and it's, you know, whatever they are, 155 horse, 350. I was like, it's a 2-seater. It's not like she's gonna have 20 people in here going fucking 100 miles an hour and kill everybody. So it's like, fuck it, it's fine. I mean, it has less power than a Honda, so it'll be fine. And it's cool. And hell, if she wants to get something better or newer or whatever and keep that one too, cool. If not, then I'll take it. But whatever. I think she kind of digs it though. I don't blame her. I think it's sweet. Alright, halfway house. Saturday. I will see y'all later.